Hello friend, I'm DevKayo and we're learning how to build great things with Dart and Flutter. In our previous video, we explored the Flutter Default Counter app. Now we'll get in touch with more programming concepts in a new challenge, building a stopwatch app. Ready to level up? A stopwatch may sound simple, but it's a great way to learn about basic concepts in programming like state management, variables, and functions. We will also understand how classes work in Dart and how Flutter's widgets help us bring logic and visuals together. First, let's quickly understand the goal of our stopwatch. We will have a display showing elapsed time in seconds and two buttons, start and reset. When we press start, the timer begins counting. When we press reset, it goes back to 0. This means we need to keep track of time, update the UI when time changes, and handle user interactions. That's where Stateful Widget comes in. Unlike Stateless Widget, a Stateful Widget can manage its own state over time, and Flutter will rebuild the UI when that state changes. Now let's start by creating a new Flutter project for our stopwatch. Name it stopwatch_app and open it in your favorite editor. We will start with a simple stateful widget called stopwatch page. Remember, a stateful widget has two parts, the widget class itself and the state class where the logic lives. The separation helps Flutter know what can change over time and what stays constant. Next, we will build the UI. Inside the state class, we will create a column with the text widget to show elapsed time and two buttons, start and reset. For now, use placeholder text like 0 for the time and empty functions for the buttons. This allows us to see the layout before adding any logic. Notice how we organize widgets inside other widgets to structure the screen. Now, we need variables to keep track of time. Inside the state class, declare an integer called seconds and set it to 0. We also need a boolean is running to know if the stopwatch is active. These variables live in the state class because they can change and trigger a UI update when modified. Here comes an important concept, reactivity. In Flutter, when a state variable changes, the UI does not update automatically. To tell Flutter to rebuild the UI, we use the setState method. For example, when we increase seconds by 1, we wrap that change in setState. This signals Flutter to refresh the text showing the elapsed time. Let's make the start button work. We will use a timer periodic to increase seconds every second. When the start button is pressed, check if is running is false. If so, set it to true and start the timer. Inside the timer callback, update seconds using setState. This is a perfect example of connecting user interaction, state changes, and UI updates. The reset button is simpler. When pressed, stop the timer and set seconds back to 0 inside setState. Also, set is running to false. Notice how a single function can manage multiple variables and UI changes, all while keeping the code readable and predictable. Congratulations, you just built a fully functional stopwatch. Today you learned how to use stateful widgets, organize code into classes, use variables and methods inside the state class, and understand reactivity with setState. These are foundational skills for any Flutter developer. In the next video, we'll explore more complex state management and how to handle multiple widgets updating together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have any questions? Leave a comment down below and we see you in the next one.